Everyone, my name is Thomas Groves, and I am on the Stakeholder Advisory Council with STAR. I represent Mahari. It starts when I was a baby. I was born with a weak and enlarged heart and a condition known as situs inversus, which basically means that all of my organs are reversed. From there, I um, had a hard time playing sports as a child. I got misdiagnosed with asthma because I would have trouble breathing, and I would always have to get cleared by my physicians, my pediatricians, to get approval by them to play sports. And I was diagnosed with high blood pressure as a child as well. At the age of 23, I had my first stroke and I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure with an ejection fraction of 30%. After that, I had another stroke in 2015, and it was a small stroke. And I also had another small stroke for a total of two small strokes and one large stroke. I had the last stroke in 2017, and at the time, my ejection fraction was still around 30%. And I began to decline. And in 2019, my ejection fraction was at 10 to 15%. And I was doing pretty bad. I had a lot of edema, which is a lot of swelling in my stomach and in my legs, so much so that in my legs, fluid would actually leak out of my skin because it had nowhere else to go. It was a very troubling time. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, a lot of doctor's appointments, a lot of hospital stays. And in that time, I got to really see the kind of like the behind the scenes of being a patient and what it feels like to stay for days at a time, sometimes weeks and months. Um, it was, it's been a long journey. And also in 2019, I was in the hospital for 43 days. I was at Summit Hospital for 11 days, and then I got transferred to Vanderbilt so that I could have a heart transplant. The recovery for that has been a journey in itself. I went from being able to not tie my shoes without getting out of breath or climbing steps without getting out of breath to actually being able to do things that I like to do and getting back to more of a normal life. Um, it's really been a blessing for me and my family and my friends. And so I've I've really been trying to focus on doing something better with my life. I joined a patient advocacy group named STAR in 2020. And I was approached by a member of STAR that I had actually done another study with at Meharry. And she let me know all the ins and outs of STAR. And it sounded like a really, really great idea because being a patient, we don't have too much advocacy, and it's really, really great to know that there are people out there that actually care about patients and want to see us thrive with everyone else. Because I do believe that everyone should thrive. Joining Star has impacted me um, in a very great way. I've gotten to do reviews of different projects and studies, which felt really, really great because I got to share my voice as a patient, and I know that it is valued. I know that it's patient centered, which means a lot to me. Currently, I am in school to become, I'm in a CVT program at Fortis Institute to become an RCIS, which is a registered cardiovascular invasive specialist, to work in the cath lab. And I'll be standing right beside a doctor, helping him diagnose heart diseases and also implementing interventions for people like placing in stents or pacemakers as well. That'll be my career, and I am so happy I'm doing it, because I feel like it's a really good way to give back and to know that I'm helping someone that that I helping someone that is in the around the same needs that I had, because I've been on the in the cath lab as a patient many times. I still go yearly, and it's really a overwhelming experience at times, to know that I am helping these people, to know that when they come into the cath lab, they feel a certain type of way, but by the time they leave, they're feeling a lot better and have a better chance at living a lot longer. I didn't realize how important patient centeredness was until I got with STAR. They highlight a lot of different ideas and a lot of different ways that businesses and a lot of other people can incorporate patient centeredness into their studies and projects, and that is very very exciting. Being a patient, I think I will be able to bring a lot of my experience and feelings and emotions and opinions or thoughts to STAR or wherever I'm at doing the patient advocacy help. Um, there has it's been an extensive journey, and I have a lot of ideas, and I would love to implement them as well.